on the image adjustments eyeball lesson. Be sure to download the lesson here. And then you hit open. And it looks like this. In this lesson, we're going to talk about how to change pixel color. And we're going to talk about a couple different ways to do that. This will extend into things that you will do from here on out. First thing we do, copy our OG, lock it, hide it. And then everything we're going to do is going to be on this layer only. The first method I'm going to show you is the painting and layer blend mode method. Then we'll decide from there what you like. So whenever you're starting to paint, we never paint on a photo layer because that will not allow us to do the layer blend mode. So what you do is anytime you're getting ready to paint in Photoshop, you actually add a new layer that is blank or has nothing on it. So you can go up here to layer and new, or what I do is just push this little plus icon here. That up so that you can see a little. No, I like it here. Okay, so there's nothing on that layer. And what we're going to do right now is go to the paintbrush tool. It's right here. And your presets should be showing up here along the top. If they're not, you can go and open up your window and brush menu if you'd like, and that's kind of a way to change things. For this, I think you should be using a soft round brush. It's going to give you a little bit fluffy edge. The size of the brush we can change later, whatever we need to. If you're using your stylus, if you have access to your Wacom or to your stylus and screen, anytime you're painting, you're going to have more control with that. So right now, this is going to paint black on the eye, and that's not what I want. I don't want black eyes. I'm going to double click on that color picker. I'm going to choose a different color, whatever you're into. I just kind of wanted green eyes. And you're just going to paint over that. And I want you to put it at full opacity. So 100% opacity. And we're just going to make this very unattractive, not real looking blob. Weird zombie eye. Get it? Okay. And that does not look good. So on this layer over here, if I hide it, that's what's going on. This little tiny thing right here is the layer blend mode. And right now it's set to normal. If you drop that down, you'll see that there are different options. If the box is highlighted blue, you can just simply use your arrow keys on your toolbar to change and scroll through the different options. And I want you to preview them all. And we're looking for the one that allows the pixels to show through from the layer underneath. That's what blend mode means. So when I put this in overlay, Photoshop is letting my paint stay, but it's also letting the layers of the photo underneath show through. Soft light looks pretty legit. No cat. That's really beautiful. I do want a green eye. I'm personally just going to go with overlay or soft light. I like this one. It looked like a little bit more of a real green. You can also take the opacity of the layer down. So my layer blend mode is now soft light, but if I wanted to even look more realistic, I can tone the layer itself down and it'll give it a more realistic looking color. Maybe you're not interested in real. So before or after, that's pretty subtle. So I want it to be a little more vibrant than that. So that is one way to do it. So I can change color by adding a paint layer on top and then changing the blend mode. When you've done something like that, you can merge layers together. So right now, these are two separate layers. If I'm pretty sure that this is a permanent thing, you can hold Shift down and right click to merge those layers together. And now they're stuck together. Like that is all one picture. So I'm going to be looking for that here when I grade your lesson. We're going to call this paint. I paint. And then the next thing we're going to do, sorry, I kind of went on vacation, is we're going to go back to our OG again, and we're going to duplicate it. We're going to move that one to the top of the stack. and we are going to unlock it. I'm hiding my OG. So when you turn this in, you're going to snip everything, including your layers, so I can see these 3 versions. Okay, for this version, what we're going to do is select the area that we want to duplicate. So for this, let's use, should I use the lasso tool? Let's see how the quick selection tool works. Quick selection tool is just going to snap around to this area. Yeah, I'm going to do that for now. And this is the colored part of the eye. It's fine for what we're doing. And then while I'm zoomed in, inside the middle of the selection, so I'm inside the marching ants, I right click and you should see an option for layer via copy. I use this all the time. What did layer via copy do? It took those pixels and put them on their own layer. There they are. Okay. So then on this layer, I am going to go to image and adjustments. Image adjustments is where you're going to find all the good stuff for photos. If you want to make the darks darker and the lights lighter, what we're going to try is the hue saturation. So I went back again, image adjustments, hue saturation. So here I can change the hue this way, and it maintains the structure of the pixels, but allows you to change the color. And when I zoom out, it looks pretty decent. Now, remember, because it's on its own layer, I can blur the edges of this. That's why I wasn't too concerned about the quality of the selection. Like, it was kind of chunky, but I can get in there. I can also use an eraser that I turn way down on opacity. I use a fluffy edge, and I can get in there and kind of finesse the blend so that it's not so much in some of those upper areas or around the edges. I can kind of just erase or smooth. Okay, so that's how it looks. And I'm going to call this adjustments layer, because here we painted and here we did an adjustments. Similar to what we did before, let's merge these together. So they're both selected. Merge them together. And so this is what the adjustments look like. And this is what the paint looks like. Which one interests you more? Kind of into the adjustments one personally, because it has a little bit more glowing. But so you can use this to change hair color, shirt color, the color of a vehicle. There's all kinds of ways to use this, and not even to do with color, but other things that we can use. When it's time to turn this in, please take your snipping tool and grab the whole shebang as far as the artwork. And I really want to see your layers here so that I can see you tried both of those, and that you get the full points for that. And then you just save it and turn it in back here on your lesson for the eyeball. So I'll see them all here and give you your points. Thank you so much.